Here to reflect more on what we saw play out in Lisbon. Julien is with us. So many tweets for you, Jules, but we won't start with PSG because, Jan, I want to start with Bayern. And what a team this is.
It's a fantastic team, and I think that we can all agree, even the sad PSG fans today, that the best team of the world right now won the game. There were questions before the game, what should they do to kind of try to stop the big three, the quick Mbappe? Would they take out Kimmich, put him into midfield, get Pavard in, make a more quicker team? But what they did was totally opposite. They went with high pressure. They got to 1-0 with Coleman, and then they even went even more of with a higher press. And I think that just shows you this team that in November 2019 lost 5-1 to Eintracht Frankfurt, hired their manager, and now Hansi Flick is standing there with the treble. It's an amazing football story, even on these standards.
And the quality really shone through in the end, Jules, because you just feel like everywhere on that pitch has the potential for someone to step up to the big occasion.
Yes, that's right. Even when Lewandowski is quiet to his standard, he hit the post, but overall, he was quite quiet compared to the games that we saw him play earlier in that competition. Even Müller, to a certain extent, of course, his movement is always disturbing for the defense, and he's very much involved on the goal. But even when those individuals are maybe not having the best games of the season, they still find a way because they're so good collectively. And I think they're a machine. We know that. They've been a machine through the whole competition. They've won every single game, which no one has ever done before in the history of a European Cup / Champions League. That tells you how amazing they've been, really. And even if at times they were against the ropes, at times PSG found a way to create big chances, and Neuer was probably Bayern's best player in the end. But still, collectively, there was always a thought that they would do something better than PSG at some point. And in the end, they did everything a little bit better than PSG and won the game rightly.
There seems to be this perfect blend, Jan, of youth and experience.
Yeah, it is. And a year ago, we were criticizing Bayern, or a bit more than a year ago, that they kept Robben, Ribéry, they didn't get young players in, and now they more or less changed their whole team very quick. And I think that if we look at Bayern at the moment, they score a lot of goals. They score in a lot of different ways. They score their goals. They know when to pass the ball. They know when to go quick. It's like they're hunting the ball in the opposition all over the pitch. They're a very, very fit team, and I think that in Lisbon now we have seen a bit of change in football. I mean, this is the future. This tiki-taki, walking around with the ball and maybe give the ball to Messi then and again, and then still walk around. That was something from the past. Now players are running all over the pitch. Bayern Munich has done it, and I must also say that Bayern Munich is a team. A lot of individuals. I will also praise PSG, what they have achieved. I mean, they are also a team of a lot of great individuals, and Tuchel and the teams have turned them into being that team spirit, and that's also good to see. But on the day and on the season, Bayern has just been the better team of them all.
Jan, how's Flick been able to do this so quickly?
Well, I think that if you see Bayern Munich after the game last night, you saw the management of Bayern Munich. They were all management running around being former players of Bayern Munich. I think this continuity, this culture they have in Bayern is unbelievable. Hansi Flick knows the club. He's been there as an assistant. He was an assistant to coach. We should not forget. He's been sport director. He's been assistant to Löw. And I think that this authority, without being a dictator, is just understand that the atmosphere needs to be there. And also when you see how they play the game, I think the most amazing thing, I mean, we can talk about the Müller, we can talk about, I agree, Neuer had a fantastic tournament, but you see the way they play football is so quick, or how they do their counters, what they do all over the place. And that has to go down to Hansi Flick, because he had to change that team very quickly because they were on their way down.
And what certainly was the impression that you saw throughout this knockout stage, and indeed with the celebrations afterwards, Jan, is that this togetherness seems organic.
Yeah, it is. And I mean, that is the amazing thing when you see how many good individuals there are on the pitch and off the pitch, with Rummenigge, Salahamidzic, Hoeneß and Flick being there as well, and Ole Kahn. And they now go in the same way. And they used to say in Germany that the only thing that can stop Bayern is to appoint the wrong coaches. And now they got Hansi Flick in there. But remember, it's also a coincidence, because even when he started winning the 2, 3, 4 first games, they were waiting. Maybe we should take another. Maybe if something happened with Tuchel in PSG, maybe he could take over there. But now I said in a tweet yesterday that the only way you can be, it's a hard word for me, immortal in Germany is either to win the Champions League or to win the World Cup. And Hansi Flick has done both now.
And boy, has he set the bar high now, Jan.
Pardon?
He's set the bar very high now for potential for next season, because you basically have to repeat.
So did Jupp Heynckes, and then Pep Guardiola came and he couldn't win the magic Champions League. They expect to win the Bundesliga. But I also like the way they think at Bayern. They said, first of all, we have to win the Bundesliga, and then we always have to be up there. They won the European/Champions League now 6 times, and there are always targets. There are more clubs ahead of them who have won it more than them. And with that young team, they're getting Sané in now. We'll see what's happening with Thiago, but still, they will have a great team next season as well.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.